Hope everyone's doing well. I'm going to do a shave video. But first, before I get into the shave video, I was tagged by a guy by the name of Thomas over at Thomas Shaves at his YouTube channel, and he asked me what my top 5 spring scents were. I watched his. He has some good choices, and one of his that he referred to as his honorable mention is one of my top spring soaps. I do categorize my soaps seasonally, not as much spring and summer, but hot and cooler temperatures. The darker leather, tobacco, wood fragrances I kind of put away until the time comes for cooler months, and I pull out my greener citrus aquatic soaps, and I've got plenty of them. I don't need any more. How much does one person need? I did come to that conclusion so many soaps ago and got rid of a lot and kept the ones that I favored the most. But real fast, before I get into my shave, let me go over those top 5 to answer Thomas's question. His honorable mention was from London, England. They've been in existence forever. I just recently used this. I paired this up with the original Italian citrus from Fine Accoutrements aftershave. But Taub's grapefruit, I absolutely love it. It is a citrus, but man, you get grapefruit, and it's an awesome grapefruit. It's good slickness for straight razors. Taub's grapefruit. And I don't know why people would knock Taub's. They make great shaving products. That is more of a cream. This is a cream also, and it's also a citrus. And it is Alvarez Gomez from Madrid, Spain. My goodness, this stuff is phenomenal. It's one of my favorite luxury smelling soaps. Performance sometimes might could be a little better. It is slick. You got to work the lather, but once you've got that figured out, it is really great. Alvarez Gomez. My third, and these are in no top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 order. This is a German soap. It's green, and it is Mebner Tremonia Gentle Menthol. I've got the extreme menthol, which will make your eyes water. But this is really good. It's just top performance soap, never fails. It's a tallow base. Boom. I mean, you get and it's great presentation. That's all hard, that's glass. And you can reorder the pucks, but I've got several of these. But boom, there you go. Next one is another one out of London. I love it. Great scent. It's kind of a floral citrus, and that is True Fit and Heals 1805 signature scent for them. Probably one of their first ones, if I'm not mistaken. Back in 1805, it was specifically made for the Majesty, and I actually went to True Fit and Heal and Taub's when I was visiting London. They're all in the same district, Geo Trumpers and D.R. Harris. And I was going to get a straight razor shave in there until I found out how much money they charged. It was outrageous. But, man, True Fit and Heal, Taub's, can't beat it. My last one of my first ones, I've got the soap. I prefer the cream. You can't go wrong. Proraso Green. Man, I think the next time I'm going to get one of them big tubes like I have the Woody Spice, because it is well worth it, and my shave den will never go without Proraso, to include the matching aftershave of Proraso Green. So those are my top 5 spring soaps. If I was going to label them, I've got my seasonal ones for the warmer months. But thanks, Thomas, for tagging me on that, and I hope you enjoy those soaps. I could tell you one thing: if you got any of those 5 soaps, you cannot go wrong. today's shave, let me go ahead. I'm just going to let this roll. I'm going to use my Simpson Badger brush. And I'm going to use Sheermonic 1775, which is it's a light scent. It's different than any other soaps that I have. And I'm surprised that they didn't take off like I thought they would at the time. It caught my attention on Instagram, and the original founder and guy that started making these soaps, he was really doing a good job marketing them. And they caught my attention, and I ordered them, and I told Matthew over at GriffithShavings.com about them. I thought they would take off real good for him, and he ordered a bunch of them. And he's got them on clearance now at GriffithShavings.com. So they really lather good. Easy lather. I've got about, I think the last time I shaved was Friday morning, and today is Monday morning. A little over 3 days growth. It's a really nice light scent. This is out of the Netherlands, these soaps. Got several different scents, but they all have the same DNA in the scents. And this is really the only one that's kind of warm for the warmer months. The other one's a little darker and richer in the scent. So kind of tuck them away for the cooler months. But as you can see, lathers really well. Yesterday, or last night, I made a little clip of me honing a Wade and Butcher that I'm going to use, which will be, see how it goes off of that hone, off of True Black Arc. For a couple of y'all who tuned in on that video, you'll see how that razor will perform on 3.5 days worth of growth. And as I mentioned, this is one of the first razors that I restored, that I found on the hunt in an antique store. It's a Wade and Butcher for barber's use. It's probably a quarter hollow. It's one of those type of razors to where it's beefy. If you need to mow something down with some growth, you'll have no problem with this. Alright, so let's get started with this shave. Very comfortable. Just brought that off with no issues whatsoever. That's what I like about natural stones. They just are so more comfortable than synthetic stones. My goodness. It was, of course, we all know it's COVID-19, and kind of rewinding when it all initially hit. You know, I was at work, and I'm just going to let this video run. And I was contacted, I posted a Shave Today picture on my Instagram. And Neil Breed over at Heritage Shaving Collection, he said, I bet you're really honing a bunch of razors, you know, and getting some nice edges. And I told him at the time, actually I hadn't honed hardly any razors. just a razor that I was getting ready to hone with the day after honing it. And what have I been doing during this time? Well, my work, we have 4 of us, and 2 of us rotate. I work a full day, I'm off a day, I go in a half a day, I'm off a day, I work a full day, I'm off a day, I work a half a day, to include just that consistent. So if that rolls into a Saturday or Sunday, I'll go in and we're collecting data of how many people are coming down with the symptoms, blah, 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 and everything, and report it to higher headquarters. And on my days off, that's an ingrown hair, by the way. Imperfection of the skin. I have been doing so much around the house. I've actually kind of enjoyed it. I can't stand sitting around not doing anything. I'm ready to retire, but I don't know how I'm going to act when I do retire. Because as my wife and children would tell you, I can't sit still. And when I'm off and I've got from start to finish type of day, I'll front load myself with a couple cups of coffee, reading my Bible, and then I'll be out in the morning and I'll get on what I'm doing and I'll work myself. My mind's telling me, bust it out. I mean, I'll anticipate the night prior, can't wait to get up, ready to get on it. Then at the end of the day, my body tells me I'm not as young as I used to be. Been quite embarrassing using this razor after honing it on that shave video, and I mean, this is right off the hone. And it's not working for me, but it's working splendid. This is so daggone comfortable. Man, oh man. I have power washed everything, front, back, top, left, right, you name it, outside. That kicked my rear end. Trimmed all my shrubs, put down pine straw in my beds. I got caught up, completely caught up. My place looks better than it has in a long time because I had that time on my hands. So now, what am I going to do? Man, I started honing daggone razors. I've got, I think I counted about 36 or 37 razors that are just special to me for one reason or another. And I've got 5 finishing stones. So I'm going to hone all my razors using different edges. And I'm going to go through and I'm going to use them. Then I'm going to stow them away. And this is the first one. It's off Black Art. I'll normally do 2 at a time, no more than 3. And then I'll revisit them maybe sometime midday or one or two more at night. I will eventually get them all. Again, kind of off my game talking. I got an idea of doing a video of my 5 finishing stones. And the edges that I'm putting on these, well, I'm putting them in I got a little shaving mug rack here, and I'll put in one mug whatever finishing stone it was. From left to right, I've got my Sahara 20K, my Black Arc, my vintage Codical, my select grade Codical, and my Nakayama Saga, which is my favorite. Those who know me, you know I'm straight up. And I don't know if I was just getting in a hurry, kind of getting out of sync or what. A couple shaves, I wasn't very happy with my edge, you know. I started watching some YouTube videos. A couple people I watch. I don't watch a lot of shave videos. Kind of got into fragrances and more fragrance reviews, and I like listening to music and vocal lessons and a couple other little things besides shaving. And I seen where Caleb McCullough, he made a shave video, or a video of dressing your stones up and lapping them. And I'm like, yeah, well, you know, didn't think much about it. Then I seen months ago where Dr. Matt did it. I didn't think much about it. And then the guy that I bought my Nakayama Asagi from, I contacted him. I said, does a stone ever lose its velocity, or I'm just not getting the edges that I have in the past? And he said, try lapping it with a 600 diamond plate. At that point, something's trying to tell me I need to lap my stones. Not that I don't lap them, but maybe I'm just going more through the motion than actually getting a good lapping out of them and getting them nice and flat. So I started with my 20K Sahara and my Nakayama Asagi. And I took the pencil and I drew the grids on it. And I did it with stick powder. 240 powder and then 600. Oh my God, did they forever need lapping. And that was the ticket. And then the honing was on. And I've been honing ever since. Man, that is awesome. It's going to be a longer video. Y'all stick with me if you want to. Getting ready to slap on that against the grain. wrap this thing up. Lovely edge. So I think I counted, I'm almost halfway done with all my razors. Not quite. If you want blood, you got it. Seen several posts on Facebook, of people just starting out straight razor shaving, and they're asking recommendations on what razor should they get. And I think that's cool that people are still taking an interest in it, because I can remember when I did. My take on that is go with a good vintage. Sheffield or Soligen. That's honed real good with a good edge. And it's a minimum necessity to have a strop. Keep it in your hand, 35 to 40 shaves. Don't shave with nothing else. You'll get the hang of it. And I wouldn't pursue anything else other than that till you know without a doubt that you're going to stick with it. Because so many people throw in the towel. I don't recommend that for a new beginner. And you better have a nice edge. If you do that, when I first got this razor, it was in bad shape. Anybody need a razor home? Hit me up. mvdayoc@gmail.com. Because I'm definitely in a groove right now. I'm daggone putting some killer edges on some razors. Whew, man. Best thing about honing and straight razors is when you do it yourself. I mean, take for instance, this razor that I found, God knows how many hands it's been in. Years, I mean, was it in the hands of someone who fought in the Civil War? I mean, you just don't know. It's got the longer tail on it. So I'm assuming this is a mid-1800s. Easy. Ooh. Man, that is sweet, people. Just easy of a no irritation shave whatsoever. Cleaned that bad boy up, rescaled it, using it, keeping it original. I ain't crazy about these people who restore razors and put these stupid scales on them. Keith Johnson does a phenomenal job keeping things original. He's a big old Sheffield fan, and that's all a preference. I like Keith. Tells it like it is. That's what I like about him the most. Aftershave Balm by Art of Shaving, unscented, doesn't clash with what you're going to wear. That is crazy. Must have had some old balm that hardened up and it just squirted up against my wall. Oh man. Clean it up and then hone it using a natural stone, in this case the True Black Art from Dan's Whetstones, and putting the most comfortable keen edge on there and just getting a baby butt smooth shave. That's what men have gotten away from. You don't know what you're missing. You don't know. And without a doubt, I will stick to it. There is no better shave than using a straight razor. All right, how about a little Mirasol from Spain? This is true aftershave. This is what aftershave was meant to be. That's like the most favorite part of the shave. I don't know, that first swipe after using a freshly honed razor. I mean, you always want to see what it's going to do, and then it's like, woo, yeah, I did it on the home. And then once it's all said, done, and over with, that right there, and that is such a refreshing, mentholated, smells good. And I'm going to even add a little Guerlain Heritage. It kind of complements it. This is the EDP. It's my favorite Guerlain. How about, and this stuff is beast mode, man. It will last a good 10 hours, 10, 12 hours. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in on my videos, and I'll have another video coming with the time on my hands, and then probably next time I'll do a shave video. Maybe I'll complement it just listening to some tunes. But all in all, everybody maintain your 6 paces, social distancing, doing our part, and nipping this in the butt so we can get our country back on track and things back to the normal way of doing business. Because I'm losing money in my stock market. But anyways, thanks for watching. As always, shave on.